self-love.
So what if I told you that the 5 love languages are not just there to please other people, but they are also there to expand your own self-love? Hi, my name is Leon. Thank you for answering my call. Today I'm going to go through every 5 love language and tell you how you can use that to elevate your own self-love, not just the one of someone else, and develop that inner self-trust. As I am going to be going through every single love language, I'm going to tell you certain methods and just certain things so you can implement that into your daily life and therefore really make yourself clear that you're worth it, that you love yourself and you deserve to be loved, and the most important thing is to be loved by yourself. And we all know that you can only love someone else as deeply as you actually love yourself, which is the exact reason why true self-love actually begins from within. Because as we all know, as within, so without, meaning that the world is just a projection, it is just a reflection of who you truly are from within. And if you have that love, that highest vibrational feeling that there is on the Hawkins scale when it comes to those emotions, then there's going to be ultimate abundance and ultimate happiness into your life. So go use those 5 love languages right now. So the 5 love languages are quality time, acts of service, words of affirmation, gifts, and physical touch. You have to learn how to use these properly on yourself, because if you don't learn to do that, then it's not going to be very easy for you to become your best version and love yourself to such a level that you just automatically do everything for the highest good of yours. So what I'm saying is all the things that you could apply to a different person, meaning trust, respect, love, all these types of things, you need to apply to yourself first in order to really project them onto someone else later. So now that you know how important true self-love truly is, let's actually start with the first love language that I want to talk about today, and that is quality time. So quality time is all about doing something nice when someone's near you, or in this case, when you are with yourself. So the way that you do it is you can do certain lovely things that are really going to elevate your self-love by having quality time with yourself and only yourself. So my favorite ways to do that are going on walks by myself, or listening to music, or just, dancing while listening to music, doing nice things that I love, going on a coffee date with myself. I think there is nothing nicer than going downtown, sitting down in a really, really cute coffee shop, having matcha or coffee, whatever you like, by yourself, listening to cute music, just feeling the aesthetic and spending that lovely quality time with yourself. Or watching your favorite TV show. I think sometimes there's nothing nicer than spending some cute time with your comfort characters that just make you feel so lovely and so cozy. And now that it's autumn, I think it's the best time to just sit down and watch an episode of Gilmore Girls, Pretty Little Liars, or whatever it is that you love. So let's get back to the point of using solo dates as a way to express your own self-love through quality time. So the way that you do this is you just know that I'm gonna do this just for myself, not with anyone else. I used to be always the type of person that asked other people first. I was like, do you want to go there? And then if my friend said, no, sorry, I can't today, I was just really sad, because then I was just thinking, now I can't go to the place I wanted to go. Now I can't go to the movies because my friend has no time today. Or now I can't go to the cute restaurant or coffee shop. Literally, why are you waiting for someone else? I just think to myself every time, why would I miss out on something really, really cool just because someone else has no time? It's literally not about them, but it's about you. If you want to do something nice and spend that nice quality time with yourself, just whatever it is that you want to do, you should do it and not wait for anyone external's validation or wait for anyone's yes, so to say, because a lot of people, they think that they're only allowed to do something if someone else says yes. They think they're only allowed to go somewhere if someone else is doing it with them. And I just think that's so stupid. But honestly, I used to be the same. That is totally fine. All you have to do is just realize that it's actually not that deep. Maybe I can do the things that I love doing just because I love doing them. Not because I want to do it with someone else, but because I truly love myself and I want to express my own self-love by doing so by myself. So I really want you to embody the mindset of doing things yourself and never waiting for someone else to fulfill that inner need that you have. And by spending that quality time with yourself, you're signaling to your brain, your subconscious, and your nervous system that it is nice to be with yourself, that it is safe to be with yourself, it is safe to be with the world alone. A lot of people are afraid to do things alone because they think other people are going to judge them for doing something alone. A lot of people think that other people are going to think, oh my God, how is he sitting in that cafe alone? Do you think anyone cares? The same way you don't care if anyone's sitting somewhere. I love doing things with other people. I love going out with my friends, but sometimes it's just the best to do things by yourself, simply because you need to be by yourself sometimes and just have some peace and quiet only by yourself. By the way, the biggest creative ideas and productivity that I have experienced in my life, especially when it comes to this whole YouTube and social media thing, is when I was alone. It was not when I was with someone else. It was only when I was alone, because that way your mind can just flow by itself and not be distracted by someone else. I'm not saying that it's bad to be with someone else, but I'm saying that if you're by yourself for a certain period of time, that is great for you and your mental health. By the way, speaking of creativity, I really noticed with my content, once I started to really speak from within myself and get creative with my thoughts and everything that I do, that way I was able to reach way more people than when I used to just copy other creators or just like not be myself. As I was going viral on TikTok yesterday, I really realized that the key to going truly viral is truly being yourself and truly expressing yourself creatively from within. Okay, you got it. Let's hop on to the next love language. The second love language you really need to master is acts of service. So an act of service to yourself is basically anything that gives you a return on investment. To other people, it's, you know, you're doing something, you're putting effort into something. And to yourself, it's basically the same, but a little different. That is something that will make you not only feel happy, but that is something that will long-term give you a good sense of fulfillment. In order to get yourself I just got scared because my cats are on my bed and they were just making weird ass noises. Whatever, let's just continue with the video. When you're performing an act of service to yourself, you need to put in some time and you need to put in some effort. That is what separates acts of service from gifts. So a good way to implement that into your life is, for example, cooking a healthy meal for yourself, or making yourself coffee instead of going to a coffee shop because you're actually putting in the effort yourself. It could also be cleaning your entire house, cleaning your room, as long as you don't have a maid, and might not be about instant gratification, but is more about something deeper that will then on the long term make you happier and give you a better life, so to say. And this is why I mentioned healthy cooking or cleaning things up. I mean, me taking this video right now is literally also something that will then give me a return on investment and is giving value to other people. You, the watcher, is getting value from this video. That's what I mean by this. I'm getting something and you are getting something. That is how energy works, you know? You get energy and you also give energy, like receiving and giving. You have to have a healthy balance there, but I'm gonna talk about that when it comes to gifts later. And a lot of creative things also fit into this category, so it could be anything that you create, anything that you draw, or even write. So these acts of service don't just give you the return on investment that I've talked about, but they also give you a deep inner feeling of you being worth it. Because if you are putting in effort and time for yourself, you are telling your subconscious, again, you are worth the time, you are worth the effort, and you are worth it. You are worth to make yourself a healthy meal. You are worth it to deserve all the beautiful things that you have. This is what I especially love about this love language. The boys and girls that get it, get it. And I believe that this is the self-love language that a lot of people have kind of forgotten, you know? They forget to do things that are actually good for themselves, not just when it comes to this instant gratification thing, but on a long term. Because if you don't do those acts of service towards yourself, you're gonna feel not important. You're gonna feel as if you don't really think that you are worth it, and you're gonna feel shitty. You're just gonna feel like a little victim that doesn't get the attention it deserves, that doesn't get the things that it really needs. But on the other hand, if you give yourself this love language, you're gonna feel fulfilled and you're gonna feel happy because you feel as if you are worth it. You're gonna be filled with pride and honor within yourself because you know, yes, I have made it and I am proud of myself for making these things for myself. Do something that actually is gonna do good for you. Let's get to the third love language of today, and that is gifts. When you receive a gift, you feel very happy, you feel worthy again, but you also just have this rush of dopamine that you get from the gift. And that is so special about this love language. You get a lot of dopamine and a lot of hormones. And when it comes to gifting yourself, the first thing you would think about is consumption. We all love gifting ourselves, and I just love doing it. I love going to the mall, I love going downtown, going shopping, getting myself some lovely new clothes, some nice cashmere, wool, linen sweater, or whatever there is. I just love getting nice jewelry. I love doing some really good retail therapy sometimes, and I think everyone loves doing that and everyone should do that sometimes. And please do not tell me that buying things does not make you happy. I know it doesn't make you happy on a long term, but it does give you a certain sense of dopamine and it does make you happy on a certain level. It is important to just find a healthy balance when it comes to this whole thing of consumption and not consumption. There's this new trend on TikTok going on, under consumption and stuff. Yeah, under consumption is nice, but if you need something new, what are you gonna do? If winter is coming up and I don't have winter shoes, what am I supposed to do? Go through winter with my summer shoes? No, I need to engage in consumption in order to get me something that my body truly needs. So what I saw I should do is I should consume and I should get nice things, but I should not overdo it. It should not become an over-the-top, exaggerated thing where I'm just like addicted and kind of a shopaholic. So I'm not going to sugarcoat things and just be really honest with you. Consumption is sort of the only way to show the love language of gift to yourself. Just to make clear is that I am not judging anyone. You can buy whatever stuff you like. I'm just saying that you should kind of have a healthy balance within yourself. I recently came home from Munich, which is a really lovely city in Germany, and I did some retail therapy, if I'm being honest, and I am not ashamed of that. And I was just in a really lovely store, and I found a really beautiful wool cashmere blend sweater that I was obsessed with immediately. And when we bought that sweater, I felt such an immense level of love towards myself, because fashion and clothing are just really lovely ways to express yourself. So what I've been saying with all of that is that you can really use this love language to elevate your self-love, but know that it is still only temporary, and the dopamine that you are getting is kind of just a happiness hormone, and it is not a true feeling of inner happiness. So let's get to the fourth love language of today, and that is words of affirmation. Words of affirmation are all about expressing yourself through words. This is a verbal type of communication and a verbal way to show someone love. This love language works especially well on people that are writers. So if you're a writer, or you love writing poetry, or you love doing things that have to do with words, then this is the exact thing for you to do. So I think if you were to think about certain ways to do this whole words of affirmation thing, the first thing you would probably think of is actual affirmations, which is literally in the word already. So I have this little list of affirmations that I have written down that help me with my entire life and just make me become my best version and feel as if I am my best version. What I want you to do is get yourself a sheet of paper, or get yourself a computer or your iPad, whatever, and write down 10 affirmations and just think about the things that you think would be great in your life. The most important thing with this is that you just read it out loud and you just really feel what you are saying. You have to feel it in your body. So if you say the affirmation like, money flows into my life effortlessly, I love money, money loves me, you need to not only say it, but you need to feel it in your body and not say it as if it's like a robot thing, or you're like, money flows into my life effortlessly. No, that way it's obviously not going to work. Let's look at a couple other ways to express words of affirmation. Something you could also really do is kind of like record a video for yourself whenever you're feeling shitty, whenever you're not feeling well. You can just get your phone, record your video of yourself speaking to yourself and saying the things that you would want to hear from a friend right now. If you were to talk to a friend and get that friend's advice, or if you wanted to hear something comforting, what would you want to hear? Those are the exact things that you need to do. And then when the video is done, you're gonna look at this video and really just feel so comforted and so lovely, because when you're speaking to yourself, your subconscious is gonna really trust yourself. You're hearing your own voice, that just resonates a lot with you. At the end of the day, the only person that we can truly trust forever is ourselves. Something else that's great is writing poems, or just, writing a story. Writing poems is especially great because that way you're expressing yourself in an artistic way, in a very, very beautiful way. I actually have an entire video made on how to actually write poems. Check that video out. I'm gonna link that video right here and then also link it in the description. Also, if you like journaling, you can also express that love language through journaling. Journaling is amazing, especially if you have some really nice prompts, or even if you come up with prompts yourself. I've done it a couple times. It was cool, but maybe it's not my cup of tea. I prefer poetry, but if you like journaling, do that please. So the final love language for today, which is also my favorite love language, honestly, is physical touch. Physical touch really stimulates your root chakra, which is all about identity, it's all about safety, it's all about trust, and this is exactly what it does for you. So the way that it works is you just do physical activities, and that way your body is experiencing physical touch with itself, basically. A great way to do that is exercise. So you could go to a nice yoga class or have a Pilates class. I myself love doing Pilates. Pilates is amazing. In my gym, I have like a really, really nice class where they mix yoga and Pilates. I love doing that. Every time I'm in that workout room, doing my Pilates workout, touching my body here and there, doing all these nice exercises like this and that, I feel so lovely. I feel an extreme amount of love towards myself, especially because of the endorphins that you get through exercising. So whether you like bodybuilding, whether you like calisthenics or weightlifting, Pilates, yoga, whatever it is, literally just go do it. Do what you really like. You don't have to listen to anyone. At the end of the day, you're the only person whose advice you can trust. Something a little more subtle and demure with those matters is meditation. You don't really have to use much strength. Meditation is still really, really great for you. And it's also not really physical touch in a direct way, but it's more physical in a way that you reconnect with your own body, because that is essentially what physical touch is. If you think about physical touch to someone else, you are connecting yourself to their body. But when it comes to physical touch with yourself, you're connecting yourself with your own body. And meditation and exercise are a great way to do that. Also, something nice I haven't mentioned yet is skincare or oiling up, doing certain things that are really good for your body. Or take a bath, or just have a massage with yourself, massage your feet or something. Do it. Honestly, it's great. Having intimate and private experiences with your own body is very, very important, because that way you're learning to trust your own body and believe in your own safety within your body. I don't know about you guys, but I think those lovely little slow morning routines with the skincare and the gua sha and the showers and the shaving, it's just so fun. Another great way to reconnect with your own body is simply sleeping. If you have a good 8 hours of sleep or however much you need, you're gonna feel so refreshed after. You're just gonna wake up and be ready for the next day and have reconnected with your own body, because you know, at night your body produces more testosterone. If you're a man, if you're a woman, it produces estrogen more. And that way you're feeling more grounded and more inside of your body. I mentioned the root chakra thing earlier. That is exactly what is responsible for this feeling of being grounded, being demure, being down to earth, as people say. So to conclude, the physical touch thing is, if you give yourself enough physical touch, you're gonna feel very nurtured. You're gonna feel very loved, and you're gonna feel very grounded in your own essence. And the most important thing that you will experience is safety and trust. Through trusting yourself and trusting the universe, you can trust other people. A lot of the times I was just like, why can't I trust someone? Why can't I even trust the universe? Actually, it's because I can't trust myself. If you want to trust yourself, you need to start doing the things that you tell yourself you're gonna do. You would never trust someone else who doesn't actually do the things that they promise you to do. So if you want to trust yourself, you need to actually not do empty promises, but you need to really fulfill your own promises. So this was the last love language, and what I really want you to know is that you should not use these love languages in the sense of like, okay, let me perform a little bit of physical touch, let me do a little bit of words of affirmation. That's not the way I want you to do it, but I want you to really kind of engrave it in your subconscious mind inside of yourself to always have these love languages within myself. I never think to myself, okay, now I'm gonna do this, now I'm gonna get myself a gift, now I'm gonna perform an act of service. I barely do that. But what I really do is I just do this subconsciously. I do this on a normal basis because I know that I'm worth it, and I need to validate myself through these love languages, because if I'm not showing myself and my nervous system that I love myself, then it's not really going to show up in my physical reality. The essence of love and romanticism is only going to be mirrored in your reality once you have this inner feeling within. So remember what I said in the beginning, as within, so without. Use these love languages in a healthy way. Show love to others, show love to yourself, show love to the world. If you're someone who wants to be loved desperately, you need to love yourself the way you wish that someone else loved you. You can only attract someone else's love if you already love yourself. That is also something that I've been learning over the past couple of years. If you like this video and you have found any value in this video, feel free to subscribe to my channel, comment down below what you think about this video. This was quite a long video, I think, and I really love doing this. This video was not as easy as a lot of the other videos that I usually do, but I really like it, and just leave some love if you like, and thank you so much. See you in the next video.